we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now setting up shop in the red zone. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make good plays.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Beavers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to throw. It's Vitonio. Gets it out quickly. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Turner. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Complete in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They'll move the tight end. The corners are walked up tight. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Combs. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
to go with the ball, his intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown Bruins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to throw, it's Vitonio. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nestles it in at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
20, Oregon State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is how you form tackle. Put your head on him, bring your feet, get him to the ground. That's how you create those little birdies that fly over people's heads when they're running with the football, and you can see him getting woozy. What a great spot.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Caught at the 25. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
R2NC set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Beavers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, it's nicer you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. He might want another play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes one. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis.
And the Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's reeled in. It's Swartz. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got a man. It's Irvin. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Oh, what a move to get room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Bitonio. Got his man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They just keep firing. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Let's go. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Turner. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback keeps it. He's in open space downfield. Look, we know he's not going to break any land speed records, but if you can run efficiently, it gives the offense another dynamic weapon.
No doubt. And if you got the space, right? He's like, look at all that space out in front. It doesn't take a genius to figure out, like, go take the yardage. It's free yardage. I'll take them. I'm not going to score a touchdown probably. I'm not going to go a long ways, but I'll give me some first downs and pad my stats a little.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. To the ground with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, they give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Irvin. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, the ground game. Still running at the 40. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a first down.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they start, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. And the Bruins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. The throw to the outside is complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Schwartz. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Oregon State, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Catch in the middle, it's Combs. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8 clap and a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Beavers line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on.
UCLA, number 6.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Looking for a man, it's Myers. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
And makes the score. UCLA, 45. Oregon State, 21.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Using the quick game. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Batonio. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Holds and fires complete to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense. Lock.
Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. He is run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to pass. It's Meyer. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And the pummeling has started.
UCLA.
They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Got him set up on the outside. He stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to get the 2 and cut this to a 2-possession game. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Myers. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Oh, they're after him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
He'll throw it. Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top, and the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a... All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tight end now in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Bitonio. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's got him in the flat. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Combs. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And it's all about coachable moments. Obviously, they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Beavers line it up with a 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Loses 2.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
After the incompletion, will they try it again here on 3rd and goal? Back to pass, it's Bitonio. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Going for the big play. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock's